Oh, what's good? We just got that Wawa. What's up, y'all? Let's see. We're going to answer some questions. Let's see how we get these questions like that. Oh, there we go. What's good, y'all? We are just on here. We're going to just chill. We're going to chill on here and ask questions. So feel free to ask a question. I'm going to try to answer some questions. Who's a good buy right now? Let's see. I think, honestly, anything, if you could buy anything at a good deal, it's a good buy. I don't think there's like one guy who's just like, oh, buy that. You know, anything could be a buy. You just got to get it for a good price. Anakin is 600. Chef Curry. My best card right now is probably the Damian Black label. That's probably the best card I got. The backpack giveaway is going to be this week. I'm just waiting to get the backpack back from Zion. Since I was in Chicago, I couldn't take it with me because I had no space for it. So they're shipping it to me right now. So I should have it this week. So yeah, as soon as I get it in, we'll announce the winner and I'll get it shipped to them. Let's get it. What's up, Oak City? What's up, ES? Yes. So when you see Beckett at a show, they have a $150 submission. That's a at show only special. So that's one reason why I always drop off at Beckett shows, because if you don't do it at a show, you got to pay $250. So it's $150, and then you add insurance and shipping, comes up about $180. I'm not sure what Zion shows they do. All right, let's see. All right, my favorite card show this year so far, I would say, honestly, it's probably between Dallas. Honestly, it's tough because it's like every show there's like a one card or two cards that just like make the show worth it. You know what I mean? Like Tennessee was really good because I got a good deal there, and like it was just a new crowd. You know, like the Vegas show was good, got some deals there. Philly's always a good show. Dallas is a good show. Atlanta was really good. You know, there's a bunch of shows, and they all are different. So I think any show. Is Curry a buy still? I think yes. I think he's still a buy. But like I said, like, I think the days of buying a card and, you know, let's say you pay 90% of comps, 100% of comps, right? And waiting for it to go up. I don't know if those days, I'm sure they are here, but not in the short term, right? It's tough to buy a card and then in 1 week, like, it 2-3x's. You know, in 2020, you could do that. You could buy a card and in 2 weeks, you double your money, right? Just because the market was so, like, up and down. But, like, right now, it's just, like, for certain cards, you know, you could buy a card and wait for it to go up, and it might not see that jump, you know, in the short term. It's going to be, like, a long-term play. So I would say Curry's a buy if you can get a good deal on a card, because then you can move it, you know, make some money on it. So that's kind of the way I'm thinking right now, just for the way the hobby is at the moment. All right, let's see. What's your long-term investments? Do I have a stash? I want to pick up. Right now, I don't have any like long-term investments, like nothing that's just like tucked away that I'm not taking to shows. Because at the end of the day, well, one thing I realized is like, let's say you tuck away a card. Let's say you buy a card for $5,000, right? And you're like, all right, I want to hold this card for 1 year because I think in 1 year this card could be like 8 to 10K, and I'll just tuck it away. But let's say you take it to the next show and somebody offers you $9,000 for the card. Like, why would you not sell it if your whole goal was to wait 1 year and make that amount of money? So for me, it's like, I would rather take every card and try to flip it quick, because, like, why not? Like, or even if you sell it for 65, let's say you bought it for 5, and in 1 week you sell it for 6 or 65. Like, why would you not take the $1,500 profit and keep turning it, or you wait 1 year and let's say you make $5,000? Like, you can keep turning cards quicker if you keep flipping than if you just tuck a card away and try to get it in the long-term game. Like, that's just my way of thinking. Sheesh, a lot of questions. All right, let's see. What shows are in LA? So, on Friday night, Burbank Trade Night, I'm going to be at that. and I already booked my ticket, so LA is a go. Burbank, I'll be there Friday night. Saturday is a Mark's Card show, and then Sunday, Pajanga Summit. So I'm not really sure like where on the map each one is, but I just know I'm gonna have a rental car, so I'm gonna hit those shows, and hopefully there'll be some trade nights too, like, you know, Saturday and Sunday, and then I'll probably stay in the area Monday, Tuesday, and then I think I'm gonna go down to Arizona for a couple days after that, visit some family out there, and just kind of hang out, chill, and make some content. We're gonna make a lot of content that weekend too, so I'm gonna try to, if you guys got any card shops, I'm gonna be in the LA area, and I'm trying to get some content, you know, going there. Maybe go to some card shops, talk to the owner, make some content in there, you know, like maybe like the backstory of the shop, what, you know, what their goal is. So if you guys know any card shop owners who are interested in that, or you are a card shop owner, let's be in contact, because I'm definitely trying to make some content in these card shops and, you know, keep it moving and keep it going. Oh, by the way, Chicago Day 2 is out now. Link in bio if you haven't watched that. Make sure y'all go check it out. We dropped off some dope cards to Beckett, and we picked up some good stuff over the weekend. So let's see. This weekend we're going to Philly. If you're going to Philly, drop a like in the comment section. Philly is always a great show. I love Philly. So we're going to Philly this weekend. I'm also consigning cards now, because one thing I realized, like, let's say somebody wants $7,000 for a card, right? It's a high-end Giannis, a high-end LeBron, Curry, whatever, right? They want $7,000 for it. And I think I could probably move it at like $7,500, $8K. It's just not worth it, but they don't want to sell for less than $7,000. It's just not worth it for me to spend $7K to sell it for $7,500. But if I think I can move that card for $7,500 to $8,000, and then you get 10% of $8,000, you're still making your $7K. So that's kind of one reason why I'm doing the consignment now, is because like a lot of these high-end cards, like, you know, people are kind of high on their prices. Now there's money to be made, but the percentage just has to be there. Like spending $7K to make $500, it's just, that's like 7%. Like, it's just not worth it to put out that much cash and get that ROI back. But if I could just sell it and then get the ROI, you know, on the back end, that's when it's worth it. So 10% consignment fees, flat rate. I mean, and of course, if you have like, you know, $100,000 card, we can negotiate a little bit. But, you know, I think the 10% is, I think it's, you know, it's a good deal. It's a good price. The card's going to get a lot of exposure. I'll have it on the YouTube, have it on the Instagram. I'm going to start a new segment on YouTube as well. Be like, what's up, guys? These are the consignment cards of the week. And then show the cards, show the asking price. If you're interested in them, you know, you go to this website or you go to my Instagram and send me a DM. So, you know, the consignment cards are going to get a lot of attention and a lot of eyes on them. I'm going to LA. What's good? What's up? What's good? What's good? Going to LA next weekend after Philly. So December 10th through like the 13th. Send me any details on card shops and card shows in LA as well. I'm trying to go out to some shows and some card shops. All right. Can you talk about expenses and how much stuff costs when traveling to these shows? Yes, I can. All right. So, one thing I also realized was, at the end of the day, in order to play the game, you have to spend money, right? If you have this mindset of like, oh, it's going to cost me $500, $600, $800 to go to the show, what if I don't get a card? What if I don't buy anything? If you have that mindset, you're not going to get a card and you're not going to make a deal. And yeah, you're going to probably not make money there, right? Or, you know, I'm not saying that, but you have to, the mindset has to be there. It's like, all right, so let's say a flight's $300 round trip. The hotel's $300. And then what other cost would be? Let's say miscellaneous cost $200. So you're all in $800 to go to Philadelphia this weekend, right? The goal and the mindset has to be, all right, I'm spending $800 to be at this show. All I need is one deal. I need one deal where I can make $1,000, or I need one deal where I can make $400, $500, right? Once you get that first deal done, it's like, dang, everything else now is profit. So let's say your first deal, you make $500. You're like, oh shoot, all right, now this trip only cost me $300. And the next thing you know, you just made $400 on the deal. So now you're up $100. And so you're only in the show for 2 hours, right? So now everything for the rest of the weekend is profit. That's how you have to think, and that's how you have to move. You have to have the mindset of being on offense and going for it. Because at the end of the day, in order to travel and go to shows, it's going to cost you money. But all it takes is one deal. In Chicago this weekend, that trip cost me $1,200 because I pay my videographer to go out there too. I pay for his flights. You know, I pay for the hotel. It ended up costing me about $1,200 to go to Chicago, right? Plus, I booked it like almost last minute, so the flights were kind of expensive. I think they were like $300-400. But look, cost me $1,200, right? Just by going there, I bought that Gold Brady Raw for $2K, right? If that card comes back a 9.5, that's, I would say, 8 to 10K. That right there pays for the trip. Even if it comes back a 9, which is not going to come back a 9.5 or be just 10. But even then, sell for 5K. All right, 3K. I just made the profit. Trips paid for, plus 2K profit. I got the Damian Lillard Black Label there. Boom. And, you know, you might not, at the end of the day, you might not sell the card there, or you might not sell the cards, you know, at the show. But you go there to buy, right? I buy a Damian Lillard Black Label that I sell 2 weeks later and make more than $1,200. The trip's paid for. So that's kind of the mindset you have to have. It's like, what? How can I go to this show and buy these cards that in the next month I'm gonna make 5-10K on them? Like, that's kind of the mindset. And even if it's like not even that much, what if it's 2K, 3K over the next month? You still make profit. The show is still worth it. At the end of the day, even if you just make $1,200 at the show, you just went to the show for free and picked up a whole bunch of cards. So that's the mindset that I have. You know what? I'm glad I drank this coffee before this live. So I'm like, I'm in the zone right now. Keep asking good questions, y'all. I'm in the zone. I need to, oh yeah, I'm gonna save this live too. This one gonna go for real, because I don't even know what I just said, but it sounded really good. No, I'm just kidding. Thoughts on Mac Jones? I wouldn't buy his Donruss PSA 10 for $2,500, so don't do that. I think the hype on F1 is still there, yes. I think you have to be picky though when what you buy in F1. You want to stick to Lewis Hamilton, I think. And but I think there's still room, especially if you're buying it raw. At the end of the day, if you can buy it raw and grade it and it comes back, you know, 9 or 10, the money's there. Oh, we getting it. All right, let's see. Any other questions? All right, let's see. Oh, let's see. Here we go. We got a question right here. Do I PC anyone? If so, who's your favorite player to PC? So I actually have 2 cards in my PC right now. I pulled both of these cards when I was a kid, and I just haven't sold them. I remember it like it was yesterday. I went into the hobby shop. I was probably like 8 years old. My mom bought me a 2004 Upper Deck football box, because in 2003 and 4 I was doing football, which if I would have been doing basketball, I would have so many LeBron rookies right now. But I was doing football, and I ripped open the box at the hobby shop, and I pulled a dual auto Peyton Manning Dan Marino numbered out of 25. And I'm telling you right now, I opened it. I was like, this is nice. The whole shop, everybody would start running around, screaming. I'm like, what just happened? Like, it was crazy. It was crazy. So that's one of the cards I still have. I still have that, 15, 20 years later. And then it was like Christmas, like the next year or the year after, my mom bought me a 2004 Upper Deck. I don't even know what brand it was, but it was another dual SIGs Ben Roethlisberger Eli Manning numbered out of 10. So those are like the 2 cards that I'm not going to sell. They're just sitting at home, and they're just like I just don't even want to sell them. I just like looking at them and remembering, like, yo, I pulled that. That's crazy. So yeah, those are my PC cards. I got 2 of them. Let's get it. Everything else, we turning. All right, let's see. Top Shot still a move? No. How do you sell a card that hasn't been sold before? How do you come up with the price? I would say look at other parallels of the card, similar players of the same card. That's kind of one way to do it. So let's say you have like a Shea card that's just like no comps, none have ever sold. Maybe look up, like, see what Donovan Mitchell does, right? See what a Trae Young, even though Trae Young's probably higher, but then you can kind of just come down on the price. So just check like other positions, other players, kind of like that guy. And if it's baseball, you know, like if it's Trout, maybe look at what like Acuna does, or, you know, something like that. Or not Acuna, but you know what I mean. Look at similar players. What's up, Payne? What's the multiplier from a PSA 10 to a black label? That's a good question. Honestly, I don't know if there is like a specific multiplier, simply because I think every card's different, but I've seen cards do 30x from a PSA 10. So, like for instance, I think a John Morant Prism black label sold for, I think it was 8,500, 8K or 8,500, and I mean his PSA 10 regular Prism does like what, 200, 250. So that's like 30x right there. So, you know, it just depends on like the pop. It depends on, you know, how popular the player is. What card is it? If it's a liquid card, if it's not a liquid card, you know. So, yes, I am buying McDavid. I'm trying to get some hockey. Base rookie cards, do you think they're dead? I think that if you could buy them at 60, 70%, you can make a quick flip on them at 80 and make some money, you know, for like the whatnot guys, the bulk buyers. But for investment purposes, I don't think they're a good or smart buy for investments. Right now, I'm looking to buy anything. I need some inventory. So I'm looking to buy, honestly, any sport, any player, except for football. That's not a quarterback. I just don't, that's just one thing that I never really got into. For football, I'm all about the quarterbacks. Unless it's like a gold or like a crazy rare card. But I mean, I'll buy anything if it's a good deal. That's kind of, I don't know the grade yet on the Brady Gold out of 175. I'm hoping for a BGS 10. And honestly, that card might BGS 10. If you haven't seen it, it's on the Chicago Day 2. That Brady Gold X Fractor. I mean, it was sealed from 03. So, like, the surface was just, like, crazy. Corners look good. The edges were good. Like, I don't see any reason why it's not at least a 9.5. And if I get a generous guy who loves Brady, BGS 10. That would be crazy. Is Star Wars a good buy right now? Shoot. You know what I realized? If there's a fan base, there's a market. That's the mindset. If there's a fan base, there's a market. So is Fortnite a buy? Is there a fan base? Shoot, there's a market. Is Star Wars a buy? There's a fan base. There's a market. You just got to tap into the market. You just got to tap into the fan base of them. Like when I posted the Fortnite card, I literally was just like looking at my notifications. I probably got like 20 Fortnite collectors follow me. Like it was like Fortnite _ collector, Fortnite buyer. And I'm like that's why expanding is also good, because like when you expand, you reach new markets and you reach new followers and you reach new people. I mean, I probably had 3 or 4 people hit me up like, yo, you want to buy this hollow foil? And you know, now I'm doing kind of, you know, some research on Fortnite, seeing what's out there, seeing what, you know, good buys are or not. So like that's why expanding is good. If you expand, you reach more people, more of the hobby. Because like it's crazy to think about. As many of us in here right now do basketball and football, right? And maybe soccer and baseball, like, and maybe Pokemon. There's a whole, the hobby is not just those 4 sports, right? The hobby, there's not a definition of the hobby being basketball, baseball, football, soccer. Like the hobby is any card, any market, anybody who collects, who buys, who sells. That's the hobby. It's so easy to stay small-minded, like the hobby's basketball, baseball, football. Like, it's really not. Fortnite is the hobby. Star Wars is the hobby. MetaZoo is the hobby. At the end of the day, it's all part of the hobby. The hobby is like ginormous with a million different, you know, slings and rows. So when you grow, you reach more of the hobby that you're in. Sheesh. Shout out to the Wawa Coffee. MetaZoo. Yeah, I mean, there's a MetaZoo hot market hobby. It's all part of it. At the end of the day, when more people get into anything, the hobby grows. That's crazy. That's actually, I never really actually thought about it like that. Even though I just said it. That's actually crazy. UFC slept on. Like, bro, the hobby is so big. Like, even another example. All right, it's getting hot in my car. Let me put this window down. Even with the Zion 101 logo, man, right? That every single platform posted. Like, goodness gracious. Yes, guys, we saw the Zion was pulled. Everybody's posting it. What do you think it's worth? What do you think it's worth? What do you think the Zion 101 is worth? Like, how many times am I going to get asked this question on my timeline today? Anyway, that card was pulled in Taiwan. Like, bruh, everybody just take a moment and just stop and realize what happened. The #1 chasing card out of the 2019-2020 National Treasures hobby boxes was pulled in Taiwan. If that doesn't show you how big the hobby is, and I literally watched the video, it's crazy because it's like, it's the same thing as what's over here. They're ripping boxes, doing breaks. The dude bought him for 150 bucks and pulled $1 million plus card in Taiwan. Like, come on, bruh. We talk about the hobby dying. No, bruh, the hobby's only getting bigger. But you have to buy smart. That is the key. You have to buy smart. If you're buying smart and buying good deals, you will always win. That's the whole point of the game. Now, the hobby's changed a lot in 1 year. 1 year ago, you could buy anything. You could buy a base prism and sell it in 2 weeks for 30%, 40% more. That part of the hobby, it doesn't work anymore, right? Now you have to just buy smart. You buy maybe a little more rare stuff. You buy a card that's out of 50 and you saw it for $1,000 and you saw that the out of 25. No, let's say you bought a card out of 25, right? For $500 and you saw that the out of 50 did $500 and somebody's like, yo, I just want to sell this for 500. I got it for 100. That's a smart buy because now that's the way that you can tell somebody else, I want 700 on this card because the out of 50 did 500, right? So that's kind of the way of thinking and the way of selling. At the end of the day, in order to sell a card, you're literally a salesman. Like, that's one thing when you walk up to let's say you walk up to a dealer, right? Hey, I want to sell this card. How much you looking for? I don't know. Never say that. You cannot. You are a salesman as you hold that card. Boom. Say your price and say why you're asking that price. So if you got a PSA 10, whatever. Oh, the last PSA 10 did 600. I'm looking for 550. Then he might be like, I'll give you 500. Done deal. But if you just say, I don't know, it's just like, come on, you do know. How much do you want? Give. At the end of the day, if you give somebody a good deal, the next person who comes up to you is going to give you a good deal. What goes around comes around. And that's just kind of the game. But yeah, it's just like, that's one thing I realized. When you sell cards, you're the salesman. You got to have a pitch. What's your pitch? Just like car salesmen have pitches. Just like people who call you trying to sell you whatever. How are you going to sell the card that you have? What's its selling points? What did you have a PSA 10? Okay, what did BJS 95 do? What did PSA 9 do? What did a less rare card do? What did a more rare card do? Like, what are your selling points when selling the card? Because at the end of the day, the better selling points you have, the more you'll get for the card. Because you're really just convincing somebody that you think this card is worth this price. So give me this price for it. Man, we out here getting it. The game is crazy. I need to get my own notebook. I need to write everything down. I'm gonna rewatch this and learn. But it's a fact though, bro. Like, when you have a card, you have to have some selling points to sell the card. And the better selling points you have, the easier it'll be to sell it, and the more you'll get. Let's see. Have I ever been scammed from buying on Instagram? Recently, no. I've had people try to scam me, but I pay PayPal goods and services, so then I just file a claim and boom, get my money right back. But I've been scammed in the hobby before. And I think everybody has. I think, when you first start, you make a bad buy, or you do something and you pick up something, or you trust somebody. But that's why, it's always good to pay PayPal goods and services unless you personally know the person. Otherwise, your money's gone. Let's see, what did I buy one time that was just like, I don't remember. And another thing, if the deal's too good to be true, it's too good. If somebody hits you up like, yo, bro, I need some money. You want this Luca Gold for $100? Oh yeah, man, I want it. You're gonna get got. And then you'd be like, oh, I only take Cash App though. Is that okay? Yeah, sure. I just want it really bad. If it's too good to be true, it's too good to be true. Is there a car right now I want but out of my budget? I would like, I don't know. Like, I just feel like, I don't know. Honestly, I would really like a nice MJ game used patch auto. Like, I really want one of those. They're like 20, 25K. 30K. You could probably find one for around there. But it's just like, I want to get it for something where I can like enjoy it, but then I know like I can always sell it and make a little bit of money, right? So other than that, there's not really a card that's just like that I just imagine. When a card says game used on the back, on the front, but on the back it says not used for any specific. Do cards say both of those? But if they do, it's probably from an event, not game used. Maybe that's just the name of the card, game used. Oh yeah, and the Washington football team is getting a dub tonight. Thank you very much. Heineke is going to throw. All right, ready for my prediction? Here we go. Heineke, Taylor Heineke. 280 yards. 4 touchdowns. No picks. And let's say 7 incomplete passes or less. He's about to be very, very efficient tonight. It's Monday Night Football. And I think the Seahawks are going to score. So we're going to have to keep up. Or we're going to score and they're going to keep up. And it's going to go back and forth. So I think final score, Washington 37. Seahawks 31. That's what I'm feeling. I think Heineke's about to go crazy. With that prime time Monday Night Football, yeah, Heineke's going to go nuts. That's my prediction. If you disagree, put some money on it. Just kidding. I don't know if I can bet on my Washington team. Even though we're on a 2-game win streak, we're looking pretty good. Why am I always in my car? Well, because I'm always driving. That's why. I like driving. Plus, I just went to Wawa, get that coffee. I want some downtowns or kabooms as well, so if anybody got any. I'm looking for gold. If you got any gold stuff, hit me up. Alright, let's see. Some more questions popping up. Let's see what we got. Does Kanye have a rookie card like Jay-Z? I am not sure. I'm sure he does, though. Do you ever get emotionally attached to a card and will hold out for more profit on it? In the past, I would say yes. And I ended up losing out on the card because I held it for too long and I had an emotional attachment to it. At the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with losing a little bit of profit on the card if you have emotional attachment, right? But if you're in the game to make profit, you cannot get emotionally attached to cards. Because at the end of the day, you can always buy the card back. That's one thing that I had to realize. Like, for instance, here we go, another example. LeBron James top score on PSA 10. That card was $40K at one point. And before that, it was what? $15K? So let me get this straight. Let's say you bought it at $15K and you're like the biggest LeBron guy, right? And you see a sale in a 6-month period, 4 or 5 months later, 6 months later, it's at $40K. And it's like, oh man, but I love this card. I'm gonna wait for it to go to 60, then I'll sell it. And now what's the card at? 15. So what could you have done? Well, sell it at 40. Take the 40,000. Enjoy life. Buy more cards. Go on a vacation. Chill. You just made $25,000 in profit. Then wait a little bit. Wait for the dip. And then you see one on eBay at $14K. And you're like, I really like that LeBron card. I remember I had one. Let me buy it back. That's how you got to do it. At the end of the day, greed will do you in. Greed, it's funny, right? Greed, which is the loving of money, wanting more money, will stop you from making money. So the thing that makes you want more money actually prevents you from getting more money. Oh my gosh, I need to put that on a t-shirt. I'm going to write it out on a t-shirt, right? It's going to be like this. Greed. It's going to be bold letters. Greed. The thing that means you wanting more money and causes you and prevents you from getting more money. Something like that. I don't know what I just said, but that is good. Oh, man. All right, now it's getting hot. Vintage is one of the safest buys. Yes, I do need to get into vintage. I actually had a Babe Ruth PSA 2, I think it was, that I was going to buy in Orlando. But I just like, I don't know. I was a little scared. I wasn't scared, but I was just like, it was $8,000. And I think I could have moved it at 10 to 11. But I just don't do the vintage market. And I just didn't want to like have a bad buy. But then I'm like, it's Babe Ruth. And then the guy sold it. And I'm like, dang, I should have bought it. Oh, you're funny. Profit off Wawa. That's funny. We got the fire truck over there. Alright, window going back up. Alright, window going back up. Yeah, vintage is good. I mean, like, the Chicago show is a big vintage show. There's a lot of vintage there, so I think, you know, I probably could have moved it in Chicago. Philly's a big vintage show. Probably a good sell there. And it's like, at the end of the day, like, that Babe Ruth would have probably been easy trade, 11, 12K, right? So it's like, then that's another thing. All right, here we go. Another lesson. Here we go. There's nothing I realized. When you buy these high-end cards with no comps, and you get it for a good deal, and then you ask, let's say you get a card for a card that's rare, and you think it's worth 12K, and you get it for 7K, right? So you get it for but you only pay 4K cash, right? You pay 4K cash, and you give somebody like 3,500 in trade. So let's say you're all in at 7,500, and you think, based on your research, based on your due diligence, that you can ask 12K. So let's say you ask 12K, right? And then somebody's like, would you do like 11K, 11.5 trade on it? I got some cards that I'll trade up. And you're like, yeah, take a look at the cards, get some liquid, and you're like, okay, but I want like 4K cash out of it. He's like, okay, so 4K cash and like 7 trade, that's cool. Yeah, I'll do that. So boom, you get your 4K cash back and you double your trade value on it. So you gave the guy 3,500 in trade, but you got back 7,000 in trade. So that's kind of the game plan as well as with high end. When you get those rare cards, they're great trade down. You buy it plus trade up into it, and then you sell it for a little bit of cash and you trade down on it and you get more value. So that's kind of one thing that I've also been doing, and it works really good. I think Trae Young is cheap. I'm picking up anything I find this weekend in Philly. If you're going to be in Philly, I'm buying heavy. Let me give you some Christmas money, like Kenneth said. We are cashing out heavy. I think Trae Young's cheap, but the only problem with, not him, but his prices, is like everybody knows he could drop 30, 40 a game. So like, what's going to cause a jump? I don't know. Eastern Conference Finals? Maybe. Finals? Maybe. Is he beating the Bucks? I don't know. Is he beating the Heat in a 7-game series? I don't know. Is he beating Chicago in a 7-game series? I don't know. So I don't know. I don't know. What causes a jump in Trae Young prices? Because everybody knows what he can do. Now he's got to win the ring. Let's see what else. Desmond Bain. Whoa. John Collins? Possibly. And exactly. So, Hero. Can Hero get to Trae Young prices? Because Hero's balling out. What's good, Brian? So that's kind of the thing. Like, okay, Trae Young's here. And he's kind of, you know, last year made the playoffs, made a good run. You know, was dropping crazy points. And his prices got to there. All right, if Tyler Hero goes on a run in the playoffs, coming off the bench, he dropping 30, 40 a game, has one game where he just goes crazy, drops 48, 50, then you sell. So, yeah, I mean, I think Hero prices can definitely have room to grow. The only thing also I think about Hero, though, all right, now it's getting hot. We're going to just keep putting the window down and up. The thing about Hero, though, see, he saw that jump in the bubble. So I feel like some people got a little scared because I think some people lost out on Hero because they bought high while he was in the bubble balling out. And then last year he didn't really do nothing. So I just feel like there's kind of mixed emotions with Hero cards. Yeah, I mean, I think Ja could be a good buy as well. As long as he comes back healthy and ready and balls out when he's back. I mean, Ja could be a buy right now. But I see a lot of people trying to dump Ja. Like, I already got like 20 DMs message you want to buy this Ja. And I'm like... And see, that's another thing. Like, buying somebody who's hurt. Yes, you're getting great value. But how much you... Like, how long you got to wait on the card, though? You know what I mean? Like, that's the only thing. Like, yeah, you could get Ja for cheap right now. But how long you got to tuck it away for until you can sell it? Or until somebody's ready to give you more on it? You know, like, that's the only thing. Jalen Green, yeah, he's been playing good. He hasn't played recently, though, has he? I don't think he's played the last couple games. KPJ's starting to ball out now a little bit. KPJ just needs that one game. That's what KPJ needs. Last year, he had that 50-point game. The hobby hopped on the train. His name was booming. People were buying. He just hasn't had that one game yet where he just went crazy. And I think it's coming. Clay, I'm intrigued to see how Clay comes back. But I think if he comes back strong, you know, his cards can see a jump. It's just like, I don't know, the hobby likes playmakers, and I don't know if he's really a playmaker. He's more of a stand-up shooter, but maybe he changed his game up. I don't know, but I just feel like Curry's going to get all the love on that team. Yes, Clay's going to get buckets and go crazy, but it's like, is he going to be a playmaker, or is he going to just be a spot-up shooter? So it's kind of intriguing to see how he comes out. Jordan Poole is a stud. He's been balling out. Let's see, more questions. Let's see. Let's see. We got a lot of questions. Oh, here we go. Here's one. Will vintage football ever gain traction in the hobby? You know, it had a little bit of a run last year, but I just feel like, I don't know. I don't think so. Like, I feel like Peyton Manning stuff, I think his stuff can still grow. But it's like, I don't know, like, what's going to cause that jump? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I think a lot of the jumps last year, you know, the vintage market, like, you know, like the old, like, the 90s stuff for basketball, I mean, was it really a jump, or was it more like an inflated jump, right? People were just kind of, like, it was more of a, like a hype. It was more not real. You know what I mean? Like, oh, everybody's buying, so then, or like maybe a fake comp, you know, like Allen Iverson tops chromes, like they got up to like what? 3K. Vince Carter chromes were just going crazy. Tim Duncan chromes were going crazy. I mean, and now they're just like, they were like in space, and now they're like back to earth. But like, what even caused them to jump like that, right? Inflation. Joel Embiid could be a good buy. What's up, Mully? Pretty big Lamar hold for how long? I would say hold it until you make profit on it. If you make profit on it right now, move it. Look, you never go broke taking a profit. That's the game plan. Okay, let's say, all right, we go back. I said this about 20 minutes ago. I'm gonna say it again. All right, let's say you bought that big Lamar for $5,000. All right, as an example, you bought it for $5,000, and in your mind you're like, all right, I'm gonna hold it until I can sell it for $8K. But let's say you take it to the next show, or you post it on Instagram for $6K, and somebody buys it. So now you just made $1,000. Now you're like, all right, now let's buy another card. Next thing you know, you flip 3 cards and you made that $3K. Then if you want to just hold that one Lamar until it got to $8K. If you keep it turning, you don't lose. It's risky though. Football is risky because if Lamar, they don't make the playoffs, which they probably will, or if they get out first round of the playoffs, it's just like, who's the buyer? You know, if Lamar gets booted first round, I mean, of course, you know, I think Lamar is a great quarterback, and he could be a long-term play. You know, you can hold him for a couple of years, and hopefully in the next, 3-4 years, make the Super Bowl, win the Super Bowl, and you do win on it. But you don't lose by quick flipping either. Taking profits, keep it moving. Buy another Lamar. Sell it. Buy another Lamar. Sell it. What's up, LJK Cards? What's good, bro? Malik Monk, a good long-term play. That is that a serious question? I'm just kidding. I don't know. What's up with all these long-term play questions, y'all? I'm giving y'all the long-term play answer. Yes, long-term plays can work out for you, but you never lose by taking profit. There's not really a right answer. At the end of the day, there's no right answer to anything. Long-term plays, have they worked in the past? 100%. Short-term plays, have they worked in the past? 100%. Is there a way to tell which one works for that specific card? If you take profits, you never go broke. That's all I gotta say. Jalen Hurts? I don't know about that one. Philly this weekend? Yes, Sirski. I think Jalen Hurts is okay, though. I think that, they're in a rebuild type of year. But I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. He played good against us. That man was balling out against us. Take the profit now. Who's the better investment of the 2018 class, Baker or Darnold? Well, let me answer your question with a question. Are you buying in now, or are you buying in 2018? If you're buying it now, well, actually, it's probably Baker both times. Simply because Baker prices aren't even that crazy right now anyway. I don't know about Darnold. He had a good 3-game run. I don't know what happened. I don't know if he lost his confidence, if when McCaffrey went out, if he was just freaked out. I don't know what happened. I mean, you could get Sam Darnold for pretty much for cheap. So, on hype alone, you probably make something. But then again, it's just what causes a Baker jump? Super Bowl? I don't see the Browns winning the Super Bowl in the next 5 to 8 years. Unless they make some drastic moves, I just don't see it. Hockey PMGs. I'm trying to get some hockey PMGs. Mitch Trubisky, he could be a buy because I think he's going to get... I don't think he's on a contract right now. I think he's a free agent after this year. I'm not sure, though. But I think he's going to get moved this offseason because a lot of teams need a quarterback. Or willing to give him a shot, Zach LaVine buy. He's pretty cheap. I could definitely see him dropping 40, 50, the rest of the season into the playoffs. McDavid? Yes, I am trying to buy McDavid. Jordan Love? How much cash is needed to start flipping the right way? Shoot. You can start with $200. You can start with $50. 50 to 60. 60 to 80. 80, 120. 120, 200, 200, 300, 300, 500, 500, 800, 800, 1500, 1500, 2000, 2000, 4000, 4000, 8000, 8000, 15. Next thing you know, you got $100,000. Next thing you know, you got $1 million and you got a yacht parked outside of your crib, all right? You can start with anything. The whole point is, what are you doing with the money? Are you making money then going out and spending all of it? Or are you making money, tucking some away? More flipping. Taking money. At the end of the day, you got to tuck some and build the stash up. If you're always flipping and then spending your flip, the money ain't piling. You got to pile up the money. I mean, that's literally how I got started, though. I started last year when I got into the game. February 2020. I started with 3 cards that I bought for about $100. And then it was like an Allen Iverson Topps and some Kobe rookies. And then I bought a Jason Tatum, and then I sold those. And then I bought a Jason Tatum Prism PSA 10 for $250. I held it for 2 months because I bought it right before the season got shut down last year. And then I sold it for $600. And then I just kept turning and kept buying and buying and flipping and buying and flipping and buying. Next thing I know, I had a whole showcase. I went to Dallas. All my stuff was in the showcase. some guys walked up. They were asking me about a whole bunch of cards. And I was like, shoot, take the whole showcase for 10K. Not thinking anything of it. I was just joking, honestly. He was like, would you do 9,500? And I was like, no, he was like, would you do 9K? And I was like, oh, shoot, this man for real. Like, I had never sold that much worth of cards. Like, I just was buying cards for fun. Like, I wasn't even, like, I was flipping cards, but I never had, like, that much money. And I was like, oh, shoot. So I did the math, and I had spent, like, 12K on all those cards. And I was like, no, I spent like 11K on all those cards or something like that, right? And I was like, dang, like, if I take this offer of, it's like, I was like, if I take this offer of 9K, I'm gonna lose like $2,000-$3,000. But like, it was probably 30 cards. A lot of the cards were like nothing cards. And I was like, dang, I can get a big chunk of money though. And I can flip this money to 14, 15, 16K quicker than I could probably sell all these cards. So I was like, would you do 9,600? He was like, all right, deal. Gave me cash, 9,600 last year in Dallas, last November actually. So a year from this month. And then I ended up buying a KD rookie card there for like 3K. In 10 minutes, I sold it for 4K. I was like, well, I just made, now instead of selling a lot for 96, I sold it for 10,600, right? It's easier to turn money than it is to turn cards sometimes, right? So anytime you get a big offer or a big opportunity, you get a chunk of cash, take it. Because you can just keep turning it and keep flipping it. And that's really how that's how I really was like, oh yeah, this hobby is crazy. Like, now it's time to go full throttle. Like, that's when I went full throttle. Unfortunately, you can't flip if you're not going to shows. That is not correct, Love My Sushi. You can sell on Instagram. You can sell on Facebook. You can sell on MySlabs. You can sell on eBay. No excuses is allowed. It's 2021. There's a million places to sell cards. You could go to the flea market. You could start a garage sale. There's many ways to flip. You go to local card shops. Many days to flip and many ways to flip. No excuses are allowed. What was your first card show? Wait, was your first card show Chantilly? I think, yeah, Chantilly. Chantilly was one of my first bigger ones. Yep. That, bro, it's actually crazy. I was looking at cards that I bought then. Like, I bought a Steph Curry Bowman rookie there, PSA 9. It was like $1,000. That card now is like 4K. It's just like, dang, I could have held that card for 1 year. I mean, of course, 1 year, made 3K. I mean, I made the money anyway, but it's just crazy how much, you know, some of these cards jumped in a year and they sustain that value. Now, who knows what we could have bought in Chantilly. But yeah, that is where I met you, because I had the diamond glitter box. I used to have a glitter box for my cards, right? I bought it at a flea market for $5, and I just needed something to carry my cards in. And it was a glitter box with a little mirror inside. It was like a little kid makeup box. But I was like, hey, this will work for Chantilly. And I got fried and roasted at that show. I remember that. Everybody was roasting me. But guess what? I was pulling out heat cards. They were like, oh, you got some heat in that little glitter box. I was like, yes, I do. But that was like before I even had YouTube. That was before anything. I think I had like 1,000 followers on Instagram. Like, it was just like, I was just getting into it. You flipped a card at Wawa. That's what I'm talking about. 2020. Hey, shoot. Hey, Love My Sushi. I'm going to get on you again. 2022, it is the year. But guess what? You still got 31 days of 2021. What you going to do in these 31 days? To do what you got to do. Don't wait till 2022. Get ahead of the game right now. Man, shout out to Wawa Coffee. Let's get it. Man, we on a roll right now. The best way to sell on Instagram is just to post and do good deals and be legit, and the credibility will come on its own. If you just do good deals and you don't scam people, you're gonna be credible. That's the key. Look, my man Major League Collector sells at a flea market and kills it. No excuses. Cheers, bro. Let's get it. 31 days, baby. The countdown of 2022. Shoot, I'm about to be hiring soon. We building the Rothcards. What's the word I'm looking for? The Rothcards Empire. It's coming. 2021/2022. I was about to say 2022. But nah, we got 31 days. This month. Yeah, we getting started. Let's get it. Facebook got all the deals. Shout out Kenneth in the building. What's good, Kenneth? Do I hold any crypto? I actually don't have any. I don't have any crypto right now. I don't know, man. I really want to get into crypto, and I gotta get over the mindset and the fear of buying crypto. Cause it's just like, I like to be in control of my money. And the fact that I can like buy crypto and it goes down, it's just like, I don't know. I just don't like that. But I gotta get over that mindset. I know I do, because crypto is definitely the future. And I'll get over it. I'll get over it sooner or later. But it's just like, I just don't like that feeling. Even though cards can go down too. But I just feel like I'm not in control of the crypto. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just not in control of my money, and I just like to be in control. But then again, crypto is the play. No, I know it is the play, and I got to get into it. I want to get some Bitcoin because it's down right now anyway. Some XRP's down. Student fees are free at Rothcard University. Bars. What's good, Dubtown? 2022, baby. Ferrari. And we getting a Lambo too. And we get a Tesla. Let's get it. Big dreams. Which LeBron rookies are down right now? We got those free student fees at Rothcards University. Is D-Book a buy or sell? I would say he could be a buy. I still have the gold Curry on the horizon. It's available. 10K. That's the asking price. A true 95999. Wait, 95999. Yep. A LeBron gold on the horizon. 95 min gem. Just did 17.5K. So I think for the Curry, the way he's been playing, I think 10K, it's a good price. I will be in Philly, yes sir, Thursday through Sunday. Let's get it. Suns are hot right now. We're going to make a lot of content in Philly too. Cup case is still available. I'm middleman in the cup case. Lane, so hit me up. You know, if the trade makes sense, I'd be down. And I can just cash them out, you know. So, but yeah, hit me up. We could definitely try to work something out. Or I could just, you know, maybe I can middleman it to you. Or to, you know, I can middleman it for y'all. Maybe y'all could try to work out a trade. Whatever works out. Yeah, we got a table in Philly. It's going to be crazy. I'm hyped. Philly's always a good show. I'm going to be buying heavy, selling heavy, doing trades. We got a trade night Saturday night as well at the casino. It's going to be crazy. What kaboom is it? Fire sport card pulls. Yeah, the PSA 10 Mac Jones hype is ridiculous. Redunculous. PSA 10 for Donruss? PSA 10 for $2,500? Oh, come on, bruh. What's a Herbert Donruss PSA 10 do? That is probably like $200. Okay, bet. Yeah, hit me up, bro. We'll make something happen. What's up, Booble? ABC? I was at the Chicago show, and I dropped 2 videos for the Chicago show. Link in bio. Make sure you go check it out. We was there, and we was buying heavy. I wasn't there Friday, though. I was there Saturday and Sunday, and I got 2 videos for it. So, if you haven't seen them yet, guys, make sure y'all go check out the Chicago vlogs. They are both on YouTube now. Link in my bio. I will check out your profile, too, bet. Or just DM me. Like, just send me the picture. Jason Tatum, rookie kaboom raw. Oh, yeah, I'm trying to get that. You got one? Oh, yes, sir. Yeah, Rubinsky, I'm going to hit you up when I get off live, because I definitely am interested in that. And nobody else, please DM him, because I definitely am interested in that one. Thank you. Just kidding. All right, I talk so much, I need some daggone water. I don't got no water. Yeah, Chicago was crazy. I bought a lot there. I'm hyped. I think the Kobe market can get hot again. But I think you have to be, again, you gotta be picky with what you buy. I don't think the Topps papers, or maybe even the Topps chromes, I just don't see much growth just because there's so much of it. Like you want to try to get into some rare Kobe, right? Like a Kobe collector might want or might need it, and they're willing to trade you for it. They're willing to just buy it out of you or just buy it from you. You know what I mean? Like, if you got a Topps paper PSA 9, it's just like, if somebody wants that card, they could literally buy it from anywhere. Like eBay, Mercari, Facebook, shows. Like, there's just so many options for that card. But if you get a rare one, they only can buy it through you, you know. So what's good, y'all? Alright, I'm about to answer a few more questions, and then I'm gonna head to the crib to watch my Washington football team get this dub. Oh shoot, somebody hit me up with the Black Label Trey Young too. Hit me up if you got that. Have I been buying any soccer lately? No. Let me tell you why I dislike the soccer market. Last year, no, maybe this year. Wait, was it? It was March of 2021. I traded my Kobe auto for, put this window up real quick, it's getting a little chilly now. I traded my Kobe Pop 1 auto for 2 Messi rookies. And I guess I traded it at the peak of Messi rookie cards, because the moment I got those Messis in my hand, it's like they fell off a cliff. And I was holding on to them as long as I could to try to wait for the value to go back up, and they just never did. So at that moment, I realized, yeah, I don't like the soccer market. So since then, I don't think I've bought a soccer card for the right reason, though. I don't know. I think I just got into the Messi cards when they were at a peak. I think they peaked like March 2020 or March 2021, and since then, heck no. Are you saving this chat to your feed? I'm gonna try to save this video, yeah, and chop it up. Hopefully, post some reels from it. It's gonna be long though. I think I've been on here for like an hour. Sheesh. What's up, Glory Cards? What's up, Dynasty? Yes, sir. Philly this weekend. In LA, I'm going to LA the following weekend. I be forgetting. I gotta repeat myself because new people come in. What's good, everybody who's new? We're going to Philly this weekend, December 3 through the 5th. I'll be there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then the following weekend I'm going to LA. We're going to go to Burbank Trade Night, December 10. December 11, Mark's Cards. December 12th, Pachanga Summit. And then we're going to chill in LA for a couple days that week. Then we're going to go down to Arizona. So if you're in Arizona or you know card shops in Arizona, I'm going to be out there too. Making a lot of content, hitting up card shops, shows, and buying, selling, trading a lot. The West Coast is going to be crazy. Me and my boy Bradley, the camera guy, he's coming with me, so we're going to make a lot of content. So if you guys know any card shop owners or you are a card shop owner, I'm trying to make some content. Let's talk business. I'm down to come in your shop, make a video, talk to you about, you know, how long you had the shop for, you know, what's the most popular card, you know, just some good content inside the shop. So hit me up. Let's get this business. MPJ Investors. Oh, man. The moment he has a big game, sell. Easy. Oh, you got the buddy pass flights? All right, bet. Hit me up, bro. Let's make something happen. I could use those. Honestly, no. I just go on Instagram and type in "hit me up for shows," and then I just get some shows. I try to post as many shows as I can. So if you got shows coming up, you know, send me DM and I'll try to post the flyers up and get it. I prefer to flip slabs. If I get raw, I try to grade it. A lot of margins in grading. I have no F1 right now. I do need some F1. If you got raw F1, hit me up. I'm trying to buy some F1. I'm not going to be in Tampa. Unfortunately, I'm going to be in LA that whole weekend. So I'm not going to make it to the Tampa show. But I live in Tampa. So I'm always here. So if you got deals here, let's get it. Any golf advice? Oh, gosh. Tiger Woods. That's all I know. Tiger and Phil Mickelson. Anybody else? Not sure on, but I know the Tiger market seems to be heating up a little bit. I've seen a lot of people been buying. Oh. Let's see. Where to sell cards, though? Everywhere. Facebook, Instagram, eBay, MySlabs, Facebook Marketplace. There's a lot of places to sell them. Prism Base. If you can buy Prism Base at 60-70%, yes. If you got to buy it at 80-90%, no. Buy it for 60-70%, sell it to a whatnot guy for 80-90, make 10-20%, boom, make some money. Causeway Boston show in January. Yes, I'm going to try to be there because it is a 2-day show now, so it's It's easier to go, stay at night, you know. So I am planning on going to that show. Ooh, Wawa, Colombian or Cuban coffee. Now, this is what I do. In the morning, I get Cuban roast. At night, like right now, I get that Colombian. I like to mix it up. So the answer is both. You get that, right? You fill it up about 80%, and then you put a splash of the blue vanilla in it until it turns a nice light brown color. Get a little stir. That's the Rothcard special right there. Whatnot is an app. All right, Whatnot, I'm going to need a little bit of commission off this Instagram Live right here. Whatnot is a great app where people sell cars on auction. They allow 30-second, 10-second, 60-second auctions go. They put a card in the camera. The auction starts at $1, and people bid. People already have their credit card information in, so as soon as they win the card, it charges their card, and then the seller ships it out. Easy like that. So you can get cards for steals, right? Because if nobody's really in the live, you get the card for a steal, or you get some deals on there. It's a good app to use and to buy from and to sell from. This is sponsored by Whatnot. Whatnot, I'll send you an invoice tonight. Make sure you send me your email, and I'll get that out to you guys. All right, cool. Thank you. Oh my gosh, let's get it. What advice would I give to my younger self? I would say, keep doing what you're doing. Buy, sell, repeat. Buy, take profits, and sell, and repeat. The only time you don't make money is when you get greedy. Don't be greedy. I'll give myself the advice of don't be greedy. There's been plenty of times in this hobby where I've been greedy, and at the end of the day, when I'm greedy, every time I'm greedy, I lose. Like, it doesn't make sense. It does make sense. The thing, I talked about this earlier again. Greed is the love of money. Greed is wanting more money, more. And it's funny, because the thing that causes you to want more, you actually get less. That's the crazy part. When you're greedy, you lose. When you're greedy, you make less money. When you're greedy, you don't win. So I'll tell myself, don't be greedy, Josh. I would slap myself in the face and say, bruh, don't be greedy. Take profits. I'm going to be like, you're right. And then I would probably want a lot more. But it's okay. Because at the end of the day, as long as you're learning, you're growing, and you're getting better. I don't sports bet because it is legal in Florida now. But they don't have the FanDuel thing. So I don't sports bet. Stocks and cryptos, I don't know. I'm just not really in it. 2012 Prism Hockey. I think it will pop off soon as hockey continues to grow and more of the hobby gets into hockey. I think the 2012 Prism set will be the one that people start to buy, along with, like, you know, the cup stuff. And because it's funny, the hockey collectors don't do Prism. They do the cup, which is, the cup is like hockey's national treasures, right? Hockey collectors don't really like Prism, apparently. But I think as the hobby grows of hockey, Prism will become more mainstream. Sheesh, I think I just said like 1 million words in the past 3 seconds. I need some more coffee. No coffee in there. Any water? Water? No water. I'm all out. Yep, the cup and Young Guns is where it's at. But that could also mean Prism is a good buy right now, because if Prism does take off, to the moon. What did I do full time before cards? Well, I used to sell shoes. That's one thing that I did. I worked for myself selling shoes. But like during college, I just had side gig jobs. See, just remembered it today. I forgot that I used to work at Water Country, y'all. I was a photographer. You know, like when you walk into a theme park and the people are at the beginning of the theme park with the cameras, like, hey, you want to get a family photo? That was me. I'd be like, that's how I got used to selling and got used to hearing no. You know how many no's I heard at Water Country? 1 out of 1,000 people would say yes to getting a picture taken. So I'd be like, hey, how you doing? Welcome to Water Country. You guys want to get a family photo? I got you right now. They'd be like, no, I'm good. I'm like, okay. But then you get that one family. He's like, okay, come on, Susie, Billy, come on, smile. Boom. And then I try to sell them the photo, make a little. I didn't even make commission, actually. Never mind. I made $8 an hour, I think. Funny times. But yeah, I used to do that. I worked at American Eagle as a sales associate. I used to sell them credit cards like crazy. I was a dishwasher I worked at a hotel as a, not room service, but, what's the name of the hotel people? Housekeeping. I was a housekeeper. I used to wash cars. I used to be a caterer. What else did I do? I used to cater weddings. I was a server. It was everything. At the end of the day, man, I was just trying to get it how I get it. And I was just grinding because I was hungry. And I'm still hungry. And the hope don't... What I just said? My mouth... Look, there's one thing I realized, though, too. Like, when you grind for something and you start to get it, it's so easy to get complacent and start slacking. And it's like... It's crazy how people have, like, $100 million and they're still grinding. Like, you know how much discipline that takes? So it's like, when you start reaching your goal, you got to keep going. This is going to be a crazy long upload for sure. I'm going to definitely cut it up. Hopefully it even saves in my phone. But you just got to keep grinding, bro. Even when you get to where you want to be, like, or you get part of where you want to be, or you get, like, 50% of where you want to be, you got to keep going. It's so easy to get complacent. You got to just keep going. The giveaway will be announced this week. As soon as I get the backpack in the mail. I didn't take it with me from Chicago because I had no room in my suitcase for it. So they shipped it to me, so I should get it this week. As soon as it comes in, we are going to give away that backpack. I collect and I flip and I make and I take profits. Warren Buffett is still working. Zion Cases. That is the name of the brand. Zion Cases. Link in my bio. Use my code Rothcards and you get 10% off. So use that code. And it's in my link in the bio. So you just click the link in my bio. Click that. Check out. It should already automatically give you the 10% off. If not, click the discount code and type in Rothcards. And you'll get 10% off. What's good, Seattle Cards? Alright, 5 minutes. I'm getting off at 6:45. Sheesh, my throat is dry. My man Alex is in the building. What's good, Alex? Make sure y'all follow Alex Car Collectibles. He was in my Chicago vlog. This kid right here, the GOAT. What's good, Alex? What's up? Keep ripping. What's up? Al-Karim Lalani. What's good? Alex, what you doing? What cards you been buying, bro? Tell me some cards you been buying or trading. I think they have a new logo, yeah. What's up, 503? What's up, Cody? How much of your profits do you put away? I mean, I think it's always good to save. You know, you want to save a good 30%. But at the end of the day, you're only saving to invest. Like, that's the whole game plan, right? So, it's not like I'm saving to just tuck it away and never touch it. Like, I'm only putting money away so that when the opportunity comes to buy that big card, like once-in-a-lifetime card, I'm ready. So, you're only saving to invest it at some point. So, that's why you always want to be a lookout for good deals. So that when the time comes, you're ready. Zach Wilson, certified RPA. Sheesh. Yeah, I wish they told me that in school too, bro. Wish they told me that in school too. That man Alex buying crazy heat. What's up, Tyson? What's up, 503? Thank you, bro. Will do. Let's get it. What's up, Ant Card Shop? Oh, man, guess what? We doing the Cali show in 2 weeks. I'm going to be in Cali December 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, maybe 15. We're going to the Burbank Trade Night, Mark's Cards, and the Pajanga Summit. And then we'll be in LA a couple days after that. So we're going to be there. Cali's going to be crazy. I'm going to be buying heavy. A lot of content. I haven't picked up any more Fortnite, but I'm trying to buy more Fortnite. Somebody actually hit me up with an entire hollow foil set. All 200 cards. 12 of them are graded. 188 of them are raw. And they're all hollow foil. Somebody hit me up with that. So I'm trying to make a play on that. I'm trying to do a little more research on that. So hopefully I pick that up. Alex, what's good? Yes, sir. Atlanta, I will be there. Ooh, Cali's going to be crazy. Cali's going to be real good, Alex. You guys got to go to LA. That's where the crazy cards are. I'm going to go there, sell some cards, pick up some new cards, bring them over to the East Coast, and I'm going to get it. Yeah, Series 1. Yeah, I don't know. I've been to the West Coast, but I haven't been to the West Coast since I got into cards, so I haven't really seen the card scene over there. I mean, I've heard it's good. But yeah, we'll find out. I'll do a lot of videos over there too, so let's get it. Ooh. I'm trying to find that. I just feel like there isn't like a sneaky, I'm sure there's a sneaky guy right now, but it's just like, at the end of the day, if you're buying good deals, you can always make money on it. As of right now, I don't have a table at the shows in LA, but I'm gonna talk to the people there. Once I get there, maybe I can get a table. Hopefully I can, so we'll see how it goes. But right now, I plan on just walking, buying, selling, walking up, seeing people saying what's up, so I'm excited. All right. It's been a great live. I'm going to try to cut this up, make some reels out of it, post some videos about it. It's going to be good. Maybe I'll just post this whole video on YouTube. It's like an hour long. It'll be good. Shout out my man Alex in the building. Big sheeshes. Kobe White, he might be a good buy. And, yeah, remember, put in the work every single day to be the best you can be. Don't wait till 2022 to start. Start right now. We got 31 days left of 2021. Make it the best month of the year. 1 month left of this year, and it could be your best month ever. Put them to work. I'll see y'all in Philly next weekend, Cali the following weekend. If there's any more shows in December or January, send them to me. I appreciate it. I'm going to try to hit shows all across the country. I am doing consignment now as well. If you got big cards that you want me to take with me to these shows, I'll put them on my YouTube, my Instagram. They'll get a lot of exposure. 10% commission rate. DM me. We'll get those cards sold for you. Chicago vlogs are now live. Link in bio if you want a card case. Link in bio. Anything else you guys need, hit me up. I'm here to answer questions and help in any way I can. Continue to be the best and grind every day. That's a great outro right there. Let's get it.